My beloved child, listen closely. This is not just another day. It is a divine turning point. Heaven has heard the sound of your faith, even when your voice was trembling and your hands were empty. You have prayed in silence, worked through the weight of waiting, and trusted me when everything around you said it was over. But I tell you now, your drought is ending. The clouds of blessing are gathering, and rain, my rain, is about to fall upon every area of your life. You've endured seasons where it felt like everything you touched slipped away. You gave, and it seemed nothing came back. You tried, and doors refused to open. You looked at others prospering and asked quietly, Lord, when will it be my turn? But my child, I have been working beneath the surface, preparing your soil for an uncommon harvest. You did not lose. You were planted. You were not forgotten. You were positioned. What I am about to release is not ordinary provision. It is overflow. I am restoring what the locusts have eaten. Every seed you sowed in tears will now produce a harvest in joy. Joel 2:25 is being fulfilled in your life. I will restore to you the years the locusts have eaten. I am not returning fragments. I am returning abundance. The blessing that's coming is pressed down, shaken together, and running over. But I must remind you, my beloved, wealth in my kingdom isn't only about silver and gold. It's about peace in your home, joy in your heart, favor in your work, and purpose in your steps. True abundance is when your soul prospers first. That's why I've taken you through the wilderness, not to harm you, but to teach you that every good thing comes from my hand. The doors that once closed are reopening. The opportunities that slipped away are returning, this time multiplied. I am breathing life into ideas that seemed buried. I'm releasing divine inspiration, heavenly strategies, and unexpected favor through people you haven't even met yet. Watch how I will connect you to destiny helpers, those who will see your light and pour into your purpose. And when the blessings begin to flow, do not fear them. Do not feel unworthy of what I am giving. I chose you not because of perfection, but because of purpose. You are my vessel, a channel of generosity, a light to the nations. Through your overflow, others will be fed. Through your testimony, others will believe. Lift your eyes, child. This is not the end of your struggle. This is the beginning of your breakthrough. I will honor your faithfulness in the valley by leading you to the mountaintop of abundance. You will soon say, surely the Lord has done great things for me. And when you receive, remember to give, not out of fear or pressure, but out of gratitude. Every act of faith, every gift you release to bless my work, opens the door for more. Because in my kingdom, generosity multiplies. This is your season of restoration and overflow. It begins now. Every blessing I release begins with one sacred principle: obedience. Not the kind born of fear, but the obedience that grows from love, trust, and faith. You have asked me for financial breakthrough, and I have heard you. But before I pour out the abundance that I have stored for you, I must teach you the heart posture that sustains it. Many want the blessing, but not the refining. They want the overflow without the surrender. But in my kingdom, increase begins with alignment. True prosperity flows not to those who chase it, but to those who walk closely with me. Obedience is not restriction, it's protection. Every time you listen, even when it costs you something, you open the gates of heaven over your life. Remember the widow of Zarephath in 1 Kings 17:13-16. She had only a handful of flour and a little oil, her last meal. And yet, when my prophet Elijah said, "Make me a small loaf first," she obeyed. It didn't make sense, but she trusted. And because of that one act of obedience, her jar never ran dry. What you give in faith will never leave you empty. It returns multiplied. You've given before, and it felt like nothing changed. You've tithed, helped others, and stayed faithful, yet still faced lack. But child, every seed you've ever sown, every act of obedience, every quiet sacrifice, every offering of love has been recorded in heaven. And now I'm breathing on those seeds again. What looked dead will sprout. What seemed forgotten will flourish. You've been through seasons where obedience felt painful, where you said yes while others mocked your faith. But because you obeyed in secret, I will bless you in public. I will elevate you not for pride, but for purpose. You will testify, not just with words, but with the evidence of my provision. I am not asking you to give because I need what's in your hand. I'm asking because I want to free what's in your future. Every time you give from a pure heart, whether it's your time, your resources, or your compassion, you step into a cycle of divine exchange. What you release in faith returns as favor, pressed down and overflowing. The world measures wealth by numbers. I measure it by obedience. Some will receive much but lose peace. Others will have little and walk in joy. But I desire to give you both, abundance and peace, for your obedience has been proven in the fire. Continue to do good. Bless where you can. Give when I nudge your spirit. Support the works that spread my word. Not because you must, but because you want to. Every time you invest in what's eternal, I multiply what's temporal. This is the secret of abundance. Your obedience unlocks my overflow. What's coming next will not be random. It will be the fruit of your faithfulness. Hold on to this truth. I am not only your provider, I am your portion. And when you walk in obedience, you will never lack. I know the weight you carry when the numbers don't add up. I know the ache in your heart when you look at what's in your hands and wonder how it will ever be enough. You've been through seasons where every door seemed closed, where every effort felt unseen, and where faith itself became a daily fight. But hear me now. The lack you've experienced was not a punishment. It was a test of trust. I was not trying to take from you. I was teaching you to depend on me. You've prayed for abundance, but before abundance comes, there must be trust. Because if I give you everything before your heart is ready, the blessing would become your burden. I had to strip away false securities, remove temporary sources, and silence the noise around you so that your heart could learn this truth. I am your source, not the world. Do you remember Abraham in Genesis 22? I asked him to lay down his greatest treasure, his son Isaac. Not because I wanted to take Isaac away, but because I wanted Abraham to see that I was greater than his fear of loss. And when he trusted me, when he raised the knife in faith, I provided the ram. Provision always meets trust. When you pass the test of surrender, doors open that no man can shut. So, child, don't despise this season of testing. I've watched how you've stayed faithful, how you've continued to give, how you've believed even when it hurt. You didn't let bitterness take root when blessings seemed delayed. That kind of faith moves heaven. You are closer to breakthrough than you think. The enemy has tried to convince you that you've failed, that the delay means I've turned away. But no, my child, I've been in the delay. Every moment of waiting has been preparation. I've been pruning what's unnecessary so that when the blessing comes, it will not break you. When you trust me in scarcity, you qualify for abundance. You are being trained for stewardship, not survival. I'm about to place resources in your hands, not for waste, but for purpose. To feed others, to build, to heal, to spread light in dark places. Stand firm. You are passing the test. Keep walking in integrity, even when no one is watching. Keep giving, even when you don't know how it will return. Keep trusting, because I am opening financial doors that have been locked for years. When it happens, you will look back and understand that this test was not about money. It was about faith. You will say, now I see, It was all preparation. You are ready. You have proven your trust. Get ready, for increase is near. You have come through the wilderness, and now the fragrance of harvest is in the air. The heavens are opening. The season of scarcity is breaking, and I am pouring out blessings that will not only meet your needs, but exceed them. You have passed the test of trust, and now I will prove myself faithful. On this day, I release a declaration over your life. You will lack nothing. You will eat from vineyards you did not plant. You will step into opportunities you didn't chase. You will receive favor in rooms where your name was never spoken before. Because you chose me in the drought, I will reward you in the rain. You once prayed for enough to survive. Now I am giving you enough to overflow. The purpose of this abundance is not just comfort, but calling. You will build what others said was impossible. You will bless those who once doubted you. You will restore hope where despair once lived. Deuteronomy 28:12 says, "The Lord will open to you his good treasure, the heavens, to give rain to your land in its season and to bless all the work of your hand." That season is now. Child, this blessing will not fade. It will sustain you, strengthen you, and stretch beyond your lifetime. I will bless your children and your children's children because of your faithfulness today. What you build in this season will become a legacy of light that cannot be hidden. Use what I give you to lift others, feed the hungry, clothe the broken, support the works that carry my name. Each time you give, you expand the reach of my kingdom. Each time you sow into light, darkness loses ground. This is not just financial abundance, it's spiritual authority. As I increase what's in your hands, I will also enlarge your heart. You will give freely and never fear running out again, for you will know the truth, that in my economy, generosity multiplies. Go forth boldly. Expect favor where others expect rejection. Speak abundance where others see lack. Walk with your head high, knowing that heaven backs your every step. You are not waiting for your blessing, you are living in it. Your story will be one of redemption, provision, and grace. And when people ask how it happened, you will smile and say, "It was God. It was always God."